For a lot of folks, they're in the midst of spring break. It's starting to wrap up, which means, believe it or not, time to start thinking about summer vacation. Whether you want to stay nearby or maybe take a trip to the Hawaiian Islands, there are plenty of options. So who better to break that all down than Dan Davis here this morning. So many great things to do. It's hard to probably narrow it all down.
And you know what? One of the problems when you live in Phoenix is so many people just automatically go to San Diego. Yeah. And I love San Diego, trust me. I've been there quite a few times. But there are other options, and almost the same distance going east is Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Okay.
Which I was there for the first time on assignment. Unbelievable. First of all, we start with the White Sands National Monument. And what I love about this...
sledding on the sands. I love that.
That's not quartz. That's... now I can't remember what particular mineral it is, but it doesn't get hot. So no matter what time of year, it can be 180 degrees out there.
Yeah, people are bundled up.
And you can walk in your bare feet.
Really?
There's also this wonderful museum at the White Sands Missile Range, and it's kind of fun to see all the artillery that you hear in the news. But at the same time, this is where the atomic bomb was first finished. This is where they brought the V-1 rockets from Germany after World War I. And it really is a look into what they also do in weapons development, because they do a lot of missile testing there, and it's absolutely incredible, enlightening, and the kids will love it.
I love that there's an educational part to it, because vacation is all about fun, but if you can add in anything that's about history or educational for the kids, love it. All right, so Las Cruces, Mexico, one place that's not too far going east. Now let's talk about the Hawaiian Islands. Everybody loves Hawaii. You love Maui.
I'll tell you what, one of my best trips ever was to Maui. We did this trip to the, this was actually the western at Maui. And, you know, there's so many things to do. Here we are, because you got to start with the luau. And this is down by the Sheraton. And, of course...
Is that you in that video jumping up?
No, I'm the one still standing there. But anyway, you know, there's so many things to do besides the beach. This was a sailboat trip we actually took, going over to Lanai. But the beautiful thing is, so much of the year, there are whales out there, and when you talk about learning something you didn't know, these look like majestic animals sort of entertaining you. This is a fight to the death as the males come in and try to mate the single male. And this fight can go on for days.
Wow.
So it's really great biology to learn. And then, if you want some adventure, Maui, or Rappel Maui, and believe it or not, yours truly, somehow,
Did you do this?
Not very well, but let's just say...
Well, you're here today, so you survived.
You know what? Let's just say thanks for the gravity assist on this one. But yeah, this was a really great thing. And again, the whole family can do it, but it's about getting out there and having some adventures on your trip to talk about besides how long you were at the beach and what books you read.
I agree on that. Absolutely agree on that. All right. If you don't want to go far, you may not know one of the great places to enjoy actually history and our Western history is staying right here in the Valley, not far from Phoenix.
You know, some of my favorite trips is when we get on the road and go somewhere. In fact, just yesterday we drove up to Arcasani, because I'd never been there. We were over in Mare. And we're doing a show on Central Arizona, what I call legacy locations. So you'll see some of those. But one I want to show you right now is the Ranchos Caballeros over in Wickenburg.
I've heard of this place.
You know what? You want to talk about good living. This is it right here. It really is on a ranch. They're celebrating their 70th year this year. And you can see it's a beautiful facility. But one of the things that makes Ranchos Caballeros so unique is that it's almost like the yin and yang of going to Arizona. You can do the trail rides. You can go out and get dusty and talk to your horse and get saddle sore and all those good things. And if you choose, you can do skeet shooting. So very Western in that respect. But if that's not your cup of tea, bring the clubs, because they have one of the most beautiful golf courses in the country. In fact, I remember going over there doing news stories because that was Dan Quayle's favorite golf course when he was vice president.
And it's that little factoid.
Yeah. And of course, you cannot have a quality place without a quality spa, so you get it all right there at Ranchos Caballeros.
So it sounds like a great family trip for whatever maybe mom decides versus dad decides versus the kids decide. Love it.
Yeah.
And when can we see all these different things that you're featuring on AAA highways? High roads.
Excuse me. Yeah, you know, this Saturday night at 8 o'clock will be Las Cruces. Next week is Maui, and then the week after that is the Central Arizona, but Saturday nights at 8 o'clock, right after Jeopardy.
And remember, my offer stands if you need a sidekick to go along on any of these trips, you know.
I'll take you.
Thanks.
I'll let you know.
Thank you, Dan Davis, AAA High Roads, of course.